everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining us. I am Alatiche Victoria, and here with me is my interpreter Gideon Israel. This is the Inclusive News Network. We bring you the latest news on the major stories of persons with disabilities, necessary information and happenings around the nation and across the world at large. Now for the headlines. No to lip service. Inclusivity must be practical. We will set up ministry for persons with disabilities. Vulnerable group constitutes 70% of voters. Jonapid lobbies Ogun State Teaching Commission. Campaigners demand adoption of disability law. We'll be back in a jiffy for the major stories. Please stay tuned. At the 5th International Conference of the West and Central Africa Association of Special and Inclusive Education, WACAASE, held on the 1st of November 2022 in Abuja, the Secretary, National Commission for Persons with Disabilities, Mr. James David Lalo, has asserted that proponents of inclusivity must make it practical. During his address, the Executive Secretary hinted that there are countless disability interest groups trying to propagate inclusivity but not demonstrating it in practice. He therefore urged that never again should the disability community be undermined by mere proclamations. Lalu also mentioned the importance of sign language interpreters to ensure seamless communication within the community of the deaf and society at large. I am pleased to inform you that sign language is a tool that has propelled me to where I am today. Therefore, we must not fail to acknowledge its impact in our society. The People's Democratic Party governorship candidate in Lagos State, Olajide Adediran, popularly known as Jandor, has pledged to establish the Ministry of Disability Affairs in the state if elected as a governor. He made the promise on Sunday during his campaign visit to persons with disabilities, artisans, and clergy in Ajara, Badagry. Our government should represent the old, youth, and women. We will make sure they are given priorities in the society. Vote your conscience. We will work for the interest and development of the division of elected. While presenting the challenges faced by PWDs in Badagry, he called for appointment of special assistants to local government chairman on disability matters in Badagry. According to the PWD leader, local government chairman hasn't done more to empower PWDs in the locality. We need empowerment initiatives, he said. It is not easy for some of us to travel all the way to Alausa Ikeja and back just to submit forms or other documents. We appeal for a branch of Lasoda in our local government. The Independent National Electoral Commission on Tuesday disclosed that over 70% of people who registered in just concluded elected voters election for the 2023 election were vulnerable groups in Nigeria, including persons with disabilities. It therefore called on political parties as key drivers of the democratic process and governance in Nigeria to take the lead in encouraging full participation of PWDs in their processes, procedures, and activities. INEC National Commissioner and Chairman of its Outreach and Partnership Committee, Prof. Kule Ajayi, said this while speaking at the National PWD Civil and Political Lab in Abuja. Also speaking, the Executive Director of IFA, Grace Jerry, outlined what political parties should do to ensure inclusion in the 2023 electioneering processes. She said all political parties must work to ensure that the code of conduct for political parties should provide very clear, necessary things to administratively review political parties' provision for all PWDs in various political parties. Therefore, a clear policy direction is required for political parties. The Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities (JONAPID) Ogun State Chapter recently engaged the State Teaching Service Commission in a roundtable meeting to ask for better conditions for its members. Ogun State JONAPID Chairman Dr. Michael Obono, after due familiarization between the parties, presented issues that need the Commission attention. They include more employment for our members who are teaching professionals, restructuring of the CBT test for better performance, as majority of past applicants failed owing to certain difficulties encountered. The Commission effort was solicited to bridge the communication gap for deaf members by providing sign language interpreters across sectors. Very important was the need for more sign language interpreters in all government special schools and free education for the deaf. In his vote of thanks, the Secretary General of Ogun State JONAPID, Mr. Olufemi Adeosun, recommended that the Commission employ more special teachers for the deaf instead of sign language interpreters. He also called for establishment of special desks to regulate activities of special teachers and sign language interpreters across government special schools in the state. Besides several Equal World campaign, in partnership with the African Union and African Disability Forum, has urged government and leaders to adopt the protocol and ensure the rights of people with disabilities are upheld. Sightsavers Nigerian Country Director, Dr. Sunday Isiaku, stressed the need to ensure that those who have been disproportionately dispatched by the pandemic are also prioritized and protected. We are close to making this further in protecting the rights and dignity of people with disabilities in Nigeria, Isiaku said. Also, the Executive Secretary, National Commission for Persons with Disabilities, Mr. James David Lalu, said the continent is counting on Nigeria to step up and take the lead in creating a safer, more accessible Africa. This is a vital instrument in tackling discrimination and inequality and improving the lives of millions of people with disabilities. Nigeria must take the leadership of these political times. Thank you for staying with us. Please kindly like, share, comment, and subscribe on our social media handles on your screen. Until next week. Bye.